You're watching 6 Sports Saturday with your host, Fallon Smith.
Welcome back. The University of Tennessee has celebrated national titles in a number of different sports. But for the first time ever, the Vols could win one in competitive horsemanship. I went to Newmarket this past week to find out how Tennessee has found success in the saddle.
Keep your heels down.
Since Michelle Whitlow Thompson took over the reins for the UT Equestrian team 2 years ago, it's quadrupled in size, growing from about 20 members to well over 80.
Everyone I talked to said, really, there's an equestrian team? And I think it was UT's best kept secret, actually. But the secret's out of the bag now.
Being a club team has its struggles, relying on fundraisers and donations to keep the operation afloat. And despite the hardships, Tennessee has kept up with the best.
It would be so easy to be like MTSU or University of the South, where they have multi-million dollars in their equine budget, and that's who we compete against. So to end up fourth in the region behind the mega schools is fantastic, and that's where we were this year, was fourth in the region.
Some of you may be thinking competitive horseback riding isn't a real sport, while the UT riders like to think maneuvering these beautiful beasts around takes as much physical and mental strength as any other mainstream sport.
Contrary to popular belief, the horse does not do all the work. Someone has to tell that horse what to do, so you really just have to try it for yourself.
After a lesson, most of the time our legs are jello, and if you aren't sore, then you didn't do something right. So this is certainly as much of a sport as football and basketball, and you also have to work with a 1,200-pound athlete that's sitting under you.
And Kim King has mastered that. In March, the UT senior became the first rider in the program's 37-year history to gallop to the national finals.
I'm not sure I can comprehend what was going through my head. I was really excited, obviously, to be standing there with those top 4 riders. They're all incredible and amazing.
She started crying and screaming and almost tackled me coming out of the ring with her ribbon. Yeah, she made it sound all cool, but no, it wasn't cool at all. She was out of control.
1, 2, 3.
Ooh.
Now pivot and reverse and lope the other way.
I've watched her grow from a horseman that was a little insecure into being extremely confident. She's a great role model for everybody, and I'd be proud if she was my daughter.
The big stage is set for next week in Raleigh, North Carolina. And while it's the final stop of King's college career,
Put your head down, please. Thank you.
she's not getting out of the saddle.
I don't think I could ever leave. I have my own personal horse at home, and I hope to continue to show after this, pursue maybe an AQHA amateur career, and see where we go from there. My ultimate goal, even if I'm 90 and I stroke out during the middle of the World Horse Show, I want to walk out of the World Show arena with a World Champion trophy. That's my ultimate goal.